In a quiet village surrounded by tall iroko trees and red earth paths, there lived a girl named Adisua. She was known for her kindness, her gentle smile, and her hard-working spirit. Yet, despite all her efforts, nothing she did ever succeeded. If she tried to learn a trade, her hands would suddenly fail her. If she started a small business, strange accidents would ruin it. Even friendships slipped through her fingers like water. The villagers began to whisper, "Misfortune follows that girl like a shadow." Adisua heard them, but she never stopped trying. One evening, after her father passed away, an old woman came to their hut. Her back was bent like a broken branch, and her eyes carried secrets of many years. She handed Adisua a beautiful carved calabash, polished and decorated with ancient symbols. "This belonged to your father, and his fathers before him," the old woman said. "Keep it well." Before Adisua could ask questions, the woman disappeared into the night. At first, the calabash seemed ordinary, but the next morning, when Adisua used it to fetch water, something strange happened. She tripped on a flat path and spilled everything. That same day, she tried selling fruits at the market using the calabash to display them. Suddenly, a swarm of flies gathered only around her stall. No one bought anything. By evening, her goods had spoiled. Days turned into weeks. Each time Adisua used the calabash, disaster followed. When she used it to carry grains, rats destroyed her storage. When she used it at a festival, she was publicly embarrassed. When she tried to cook with it, the food burned beyond recognition. One night, in tears, she cried out, "What have I done to deserve this?" That was when the wind grew cold, and the room fell silent. A soft but powerful voice spoke. "You carry what was never cleansed." Adisua froze. "Who is there?" she whispered. "The voices of those forgotten," the wind replied. That night, Adisua dreamed. She saw visions of her ancestors' men dressed in old warrior cloth, women with sorrowful eyes. They showed her a terrible truth. Long ago, her father's ancestors had betrayed their own kin. They stole land, denied their people justice, and refused to perform the sacred rites of forgiveness. When they died, their spirits were restless, angry, forgotten. As punishment, they placed a curse on their own bloodline. "No child of ours shall prosper until we are remembered." The calabash was not just an object. It was a vessel carrying their pain. Adisua woke up trembling, but for the first time in her life, she understood. This is not my failure. It is their burden. Determined to break the curse, she went to the oldest priestess in the village. After listening carefully, the priestess said, "To free yourself, you must do what your ancestors refused to do. You must honor the forgotten, seek forgiveness, and restore what was broken." Adisua began her journey. She traveled to the land her ancestors had stolen. There, she met descendants of those who had been wronged. With humility, she apologized not as a stranger, but as one carrying a shared past. Many rejected her. Some insulted her, but she did not give up. She worked their land. She helped their families. She gave all she had. Finally, one elder said, "You are not like those before you. You carry truth." With their blessing, Adisua performed a sacred ritual under the moonlight. She placed the calabash on the ground, filled it with water, kola nuts, and tears. "I do not run from you," she said. "I honor you, but I release your anger." The wind rose again, but this time it was gentle. The calabash cracked. Then it shattered. From that day forward, something changed. Adisua's efforts began to bear fruit. Her work succeeded. Her smile returned. The same villagers who once mocked her now admired her strength. But more importantly, Adisua had gained something greater than success. She had freedom.